All right, clearly not at home, not in my studio, so I don't have the full graphics and nice display and everything else like that with the microphone quality. Have to make do with what we have here. But just in terms of the Alonso rejection, shall we say, a lot of rival fans are probably making this out to be a mountain out of an anthill. I don't think there's anything that deep into it. I mean, yes, it would have been nice if Alonso comes home to Liverpool after winning the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen for the first time ever, or in however long it's been. I don't follow German football. As far as I know, I don't think they've ever won it. They came close a couple of times, but nothing since. It would have been nice to see, yes, Alonso comes home to Liverpool, Klopp leaving behind a solid team. He can add his own players in there and then implement his own little style and keep us going to the top. But he says he's staying at Leverkusen, which means he has rejected Liverpool, but also rejected Bayern Munich as well. I don't see Bayern Munich people saying he's rejected. They're probably thinking, okay, then off you go, sod off. We don't need you. We don't want you. We'll get somebody else once we get rid of Thomas Tuchel, if it comes to them not winning the league, because they probably won't, because Leverkusen are so far ahead. But just to read you a tweet here from the Cop Watch, and obviously I don't have the fancy graphics and stuff like that. I don't have time to be doing fancy editing, but there's the tweet there, so I'm going to read it out to you. This was from the 21st of February, 2024. It says, I think fans are overestimating this love Alonso has for Liverpool, by the way. He did leave us at the first chance of Real Madrid. He's a guy who will go to the place he feels is best suited to him right now, and that's that. Let's just hope it's us, but I think it is, but maybe bias. And then there's a reply there saying, I just don't think he loves us enough to have tunnel vision and just want our job as if he's a fan like me and you. He's a professional who will analyze Real Madrid, Bayern and Liverpool and decide based on the pros and cons, basically, is my point. And a lot of people probably a bit negative towards him. But then you see something like this there, and then he says, say something nobody agrees with, end up being right as per usual, because Alonso said no to Liverpool. Again, rival fans are probably making this out to be a little bit too much as opposed to what it actually is. Of course, he rejected Liverpool fallen off, don't worry about them, they're this and that. Mate, you guys can make up your own minds with that stance there. Mate, I said in my community post, I said it on Twitter as well, Alonso is not coming to Liverpool, fair enough. After one good season in the Bundesliga, is that really enough to classify him as a manager coming into Liverpool? I don't know. Maybe that's not probably the levels I'm probably thinking of that's probably needed. I'm not a manager. I don't do that sort of shit. I don't know. But what I will say is now we're looking at Amorim from Sporting potentially coming in and being the man to take over after Klopp. But again, he's doing his own thing and nothing has been said thus far from his stance. So we don't exactly know what his view is. As far as I know, I haven't done that much looking. Again, I'm away. I'm not at home. I'm on a little bit of a holiday. So I haven't done that much looking into things. But if it is going to be him, then fingers crossed he does come in and he can implement his style and do what he does, because he has also been someone who has been looked at by FSG, I imagine. I mean, Michael Edwards coming in now, everyone's already questioning him on, what the hell, like, you're meant to make things better for us. But, we've wanted targets in the past that haven't exactly worked out for us, and it ends up becoming a blessing in disguise. I mean, we look at Mo Salah. Klopp didn't want him, someone else did, bang, worked out well. That's one example. So the manager, give and take, you say, okay, whatever. Rival fans will do a little song and dance about it, but, I mean, United fans especially, they're ones to talk. They need something, as I said in the FA Cup, they need something in their lives to make themselves feel a little bit better, because their team has fallen off a cliff, even though they're still in the hunt of top four. And City fans need something to laugh at as well and make themselves feel a little bit better, because their season has not been the best this year. Okay, they're still in second place by a point. They've got a big game after ours on the weekend, which I'll get to ours in a moment. But then they still have Champions League to play for. They still have an FA Cup. So they could potentially do a treble back-to-back and also a four-peat if they win the league. So this is why a lot of people are saying, Pep must win. But then a lot of people are saying Klopp must win because last season. And then a lot of people are saying Arteta must win because Arsenal. Every manager must win. If they don't win, it's a failure for every single one of them. But have you done enough to keep yourself on for another season or keep your job intact? That's up to the management and the board of said club. So Amorim is another potential. We shall see what happens. Now, when it comes to the game on the weekend between Liverpool and Brighton, Liverpool playing at home, obviously we had the horrendous 2-2 draw at the start of October last year. I don't know what Alisson was doing for that goal that we gave away, absolute brain fart, but we have not had the best record against Brighton. Just looking back here now, I think the last time we beat them was away on the 12th of March in 2022. Apart from that, it's been a draw. Brighton have won, and a draw. So the last 3 times we've played them has been away from home. It was the FA Cup in January of last year as well. And last time we beat them at home was on the 1st of December 2019. So a bit of a bogey team, and Zerbi, of course, being one of those managers touted as potentially taken over after Klopp. I know a lot of people don't want him because we'll look at what he's doing at Brighton. How the hell can he be in contention for the job at Anfield? Everyone can make up their own minds about that. But what I want to point out is this could potentially be an auditioner in a way for Zerbi at Anfield. We know he is good when it comes to playing against Liverpool. He can absolutely blitz us to pieces. But if you look at where they are in the table, it tells a bit of a different story, because if you're looking at the head-to-head here, we're in second, they're in 8th. They've won 11, drawn 9, lost 8. We've won 19, drawn 7, lost 2. We scored 2.3 goals per match. They concede a goal per match. We concede under a goal. So it's one of those things, like, is he really that good of a manager? Or is he maybe one of those managers who manages better with certain players at their disposal? Obviously, every manager needs players to make do with what they want, how they're going to perform. So it's one of those things that you can't exactly say for sure whether it's going to be, yes, he's a perfect fit for Liverpool because of the style that he plays, which the style may be great. The execution is a little bit different. And like some people say, we want style over results. It's like, mate, I just want to win games. I could not care if we shithouse the next 10 games, 9 games, whatever it is. As long as we're getting 3 points in every single one of them, I could not give 2 fucks. But again, not everyone wants to play like a Burnley. Not everyone wants to play like a Leicester City. Even a Chelsea in, was it Sarri or was it Conte when they came in, when they just won like 10 or 15 games, like 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, like Diego Costa, Hazard. Like that was madness. If that's what it takes to win this league this season, I will take it. I still don't think we're going to win this league, but I will take it. So that's why I say, is this potentially an audition? Is FSG and Michael Edwards specifically looking at Zerbi seriously? Because with Alonso saying thanks but no thanks, I'm going to stick here for now, he'll probably find some other club that he wants to go to later on in his career. And if that is the case, he goes to a rival, then so be it. Just wasn't to be. It's Amorim versus Zerbi. Now, I know some people have thrown Southgate in there as well. I do not fucking come at me even with that as a fucking meme. That's never going to happen. He's more likely to go to Old Trafford than he is to Anfield, to United, that is. So, yeah, I say it again. This is going to be Zerbi maybe auditioning for the Anfield job one more time this season at least, but we need a win. I don't give a shit. He can play fantastic football. He can blitz us off the park. As long as we fucking score a jammy 1-0, I don't care. We need 3 points. Not one. We need 3 points. We must. As a certain Manchester United fan channel personality says, we must. The curtain's on the wall, as you can see behind me. The curtain's on the wall, yeah? That's right. That's where I'm going to leave this video here. So once again, not at home. No fancy tricks and graphics and whatever. But those are my thoughts. You let me know down below. And we shall see what happens come full time on Monday morning for me.